he's scared of me. He told my mom. He was like, I'm literally scared for my life. If anybody that knows me knows. I have to scare him enough to be like, yo, if you ever try me again, like, the next time you're just gonna die.
This is Denia Aila as she plots the kidnapping of her ex and his girlfriend.
So the taser, I just don't know that this is not like with a chip. So you turn it on and then you think it'll actually do something to a jacket? Like have her pistol looked, or what could we have done to her? I just can't think of it.
Unbeknownst to her, she turned on the camera without realizing it, and it captured the entire thing, which detectives later captured and inspected, exposing her entire plot.
But if it's me and tries to kill me, look what he's done so far. Like, I'm here right now because he already told me, like the girlfriend told me that they were friends.
On November 25th, 2019, at 5:30 a.m., a man named Juan Hernandez is entering his truck to commute to work with his girlfriend, Stephanie Merejo. Two figures in black face masks suddenly approach and attack him from behind. One of them tases Juan in the neck in an effort to take him down. However, Stephanie screams, and the attackers run away. Scared for his life, Juan reports the incident to Hilliard police, claiming that his ex-girlfriend, Denia, is behind the attack. Officers are initially skeptical of the report and dismiss it. 9 days later, on December 4th, Stephanie's car is stopped by police, and she is shown a warrant for arrest. That's when she notices that the police officers have no duty belts and are wearing tennis shoes. She hits the gas and drives over a curb, escaping again. It becomes obvious to the couple that this wasn't real police, and that Juan's obsessive ex tried to kidnap Stephanie. That is when Stephanie calls the police, and Denia is brought in for questioning. What follows next is the exposure of an incredibly disturbing plot.
Hi, how are you? So, I'm Detective Winter with the Hilliard Police Department. Before we get started, I have to read you your Miranda, okay? So let me go through that with you. I've read the statement of rights and have had it read to me, and I understand what my rights are. I'm willing to make a statement and answer questions. So we can talk about that, okay? So you have a warrant for your arrest, but I want you to know, I understand that there's two sides to every story, okay? So I didn't have your address to be able to go out and make contact with you and talk to you. So
I wish you would. Over nothing.
And I apologize that it had to go down that way, okay? I do. I feel for you. I
literally am a single parent of two boys, and I lost my mom.
Okay.
For something I'm 100% suspected into.
Okay.
Denia knows exactly why she is there, so the first strategy she uses is to position herself as an innocent mother.
Okay, so I have two cases on my desk right now involving a harassment of a resident of Hilliard. Okay, his name is Juan. Can you tell me a little bit about how you and Juan know one another?
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, I'm deadly afraid of Juan.
Okay.
We broke up.
Okay.
He literally has threatened me a million times.
Okay.
And if immigration goes to get him, he's going to kill me or my kids or steal all my stuff that I have under his other name. His name is, well, I don't know which one his name is, but his name is not Juan. And I told him I was not going to call immigration on him. I was like, I'm not.
Okay.
But he's dating a girl that's like 20 and has 3 kids. Mm-hmm. And we were dating for a while.
How long did you guys date for?
5 years.
5 years. That's a long time. Yeah.
And she keeps telling him from just rumors that he needs to put me, like, get rid of me. Like, get rid of me. Like, I don't know what that means. Get rid of me, get rid of me, get rid of me. Because I'm the one that knows, like.
Okay.
She accuses Juan of threatening to kill her and her kids. By her tears and trembling voice, we can see she is serious about this.
Honestly, I want to know everything.
He's gonna kill me though. That's why I'm here, because because he's probably running right now because he's a criminal.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about I have one side of the story, and that's why I want to talk to you and hear the rest of it.
You wouldn't. Why would you arrest me on just a story though? That doesn't make sense.
I couldn't get a hold of you. Okay, so I'm telling you, I have enough for a charge. Okay, but I also am telling you, I get with relationships, they get complicated, and I get that there's a lot of things that go on in relationships.
I know that he hacked my entire phone is hacked completely.
Okay.
Like 100% because he's a hacker and a criminal, but am I gonna Is he gonna kill me? Like,
How do you hack your phone? Out of curiosity.
because he's always had it like that, our whole relationship.
Okay.
So then,
Is that one of the phones that you had with you?
I only have one phone.
Okay, you only have one? Okay.
And, that's the one, yeah.
Okay.
He has it hacked entirely, completely, like everything that I do on that phone, he has hacked, which is illegal. So a friend of mine was like, oh, you know.
Can you kind of tell me, like, some examples of that?
I don't know what you mean.
Just, like, what he's done on your phone that you know that it's hacked.
Oh, he tells me.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what you mean. Like, I know if he knows, I can't explain. He tells me, like, I know it is. When we were together, it was like that. So I wouldn't cheat. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't go to, now he says it so I don't go to immigration, which I didn't. Like, I'm like, if immigration goes to get you, because he's been deported 8 times.
Okay.
He has stolen an American identity twice right now. He goes under the name Luis Romero Porta Latin.
Okay.
That's what his license and his U.S. passport says.
Okay.
He stole all of that.
Okay.
That's not his real name, so he's very, very dangerous.
What happened that he got deported?
He had another stolen it. Like, he steals, like, American identities, and he does things, fraudulent things, and he makes, like, people.
Okay.
He tries to kill me. Look what he's done so far. Like, I'm here right now because he already told me, like, the girlfriend told me that they were going to do this.
Okay.
She proceeds to throw further accusations of her phone being hacked and one of Juan's fake identities. The detective knows this is probably false, but instead of confronting Denia, she does something surprising.
Well, I have a lot of questions for you, but since we can't talk about things until we have to wait for your attorney, I can't talk to you anymore.
How come you let me talk? What is Mike picked up for?
I'm not here to trick you.
No,
okay?
I know, but like, what am I picked up for?
I'm-
And I know, like, I have no idea. No one has told you. They said that you would tell me everything.
Okay.
They kept telling me that. So I'm like, okay, can you tell me something?
So
Like, there's no way you guys have evidence that I did anything because I know I didn't do anything.
I'm telling you, you're not sitting here just because I felt like issuing the warrant for you. Okay, we have to have probable cause to be able to do that.
So what is probable cause?
Probable cause means that I think that you have been involved in a crime in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Probable cause is 51%. Okay.
You tell me what it is.
If you want your attorney here, I'll call your attorney and we can talk once your attorney gets here. Okay? Do you want your attorney?
Yeah, I want to call him because I don't know. I'm afraid that Juan or Louis or whatever will try to do something to me. Or at least if you guys can get him.
A typical interrogation would last for over 1 hour and would involve the detectives trying to catch the suspect's lies and extract a confession. So why did this detective not press Denia and instead end the interrogation after less than 10 minutes? Well, contrary to the usual cases, here, the detectives already have the most irrefutable piece of evidence, video footage that she accidentally recorded herself. You will see one of the rarest and most interesting footage I have ever come across, in which 2 friends openly discuss a crime they plan to commit.
Yeah, I had it ready because he was coming in tonight with his wheelchair today, but early in the morning. It was going to go down Friday morning. So I had this ready. I was going to be like, you know why you're here? This is why you're here. And show him the text. I have the messages. Be like, this is what this text me. You already know what's about to happen to you. You don't my kids.
If you couldn't guess, this is Denia, the same woman who pretended to be an innocent victim just a few minutes ago. Her difference in demeanor and attitude is night and day.
But look at the way the handcuffs are. Already the police, like, this is only the network super fake. It's just like a video. But it's at night.
Yeah, he doesn't.
No one's talking like,
Right.
there's a car, he's already. He's not see it. The handcuffs. Smith & Wesson, real handcuffs.
What is it, a thrift store?
Thrift store? No, I bought those for real.
Uh-oh.
And then these other things.
Yeah, these motherfuckers put on my wrist. Oh my God.
You thought I was playing. Oh yeah, let me look in here. Okay. Like if you're like shackled up and that force is coming from you.
You don't want to feel willing when we stay?
He can't laugh.
You don't feel willing when we stay?
No. Not if I did that. He's scared of me. Because the thing is, this is why.
He's afraid you're going to kill him.
Now he's afraid because of what the kids. You don't, the kids. That's the reason why he wanted to come back. He's scared of me. He told my mom. He was like, I'm literally scared for my life. Anybody that knows me knows. I love them both, but you just don't. You don't ever call.
So now he doesn't trust you because of what she did.
Because of what she did. He knows that now. It's now all bets are off. You're dead, she's dead, everybody's dead.
What follows next will reveal why this was recorded, the full details of the kidnapping plot, and how detectives obtained the recording.
I can't keep doing it on myself. I have massive school to pay, I have that permit, and this shit is, this one he gave me to me 1 week for 400, I think because it was slow, but like, I'm sure if I come back, he's not doing 400. The rate on it was 600 for the week. It's paying for the whole month. He said, well, they do give $1,000. I was looking for an apartment first. I was like, okay, maybe it's cheaper if I just get an empty apartment. Okay, I'll find your bed, whatever. But I gotta do something because I ended up coming back from that. Like, I had anxiety. I was gonna kill myself, but it was bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was over there and my life flipped upside down. Because first, I got back with my man, best relationship ever. Max going to college, Max was playing baseball. I'm in hot weather. I hate Ohio. So I stayed there because of him for 4 years so he can finish high school. So once he graduated, and the fact that that was like my dream, and like I did it, as broke as I was, like lost my job and still did, I was really happy. So it's like bringing you from a high and just dropping your ass on the ground. Like, oh, he left with another bitch, he has 3 kids, he got her an apartment. All of a sudden, he's not just looking at her. He's moving in with her and her 3 kids. And I'm in Atlanta by myself. No job, no nothing. This shit on my record.
Here we get the first details of the true story. From the interrogation footage, we know that Juan and Denia were in a 5-year relationship, but broke up. Now we find out that Juan left her in favor of Stephanie, essentially causing Denia to become a single mother and struggle to support herself financially. This gives the police a strong motive for the crimes, which can be used in court.
People say that I guess I really fucked him up with everything that I did.
Right.
But I didn't even, because we were broken up. I broke up with him in May. I broke up with him in May after going to jail in December, Christmas. Like, went to what's that jail on 104?
Jackson Pike.
Yes, on Jackson Pike. Fighting because I looked like this and I talked proper. They came for me. I had to fight 2 bitches. They moved me from one place to another cell. Because they were like, oh, you're in a 6, and that's like where people kill people. So they put me on a 2 because it was just a check. And then I had to fight another girl in there. Like, I went through hell. Through hell. Imagine getting there for you're brand new. And I'm like, and I have celiac. So then they were saying that I was bougie, and I'm like, I just can't eat wheat. Like, I can't eat gluten. I can't eat it.
Right.
That's. And then I just had to keep hearing all that shit. Finally, I just fucked her up. I just fucked her up.
From this footage, we can see that Denia is not the innocent mother she portrays herself to be. She was messaging another man, which is why Juan broke up with her. Further, she already had prior criminal convictions and even beat up a woman in prison.
I just went through hell. Went through hell. I've never been to jail, ever. So that was hell for me. Then I got out. I can't get any job. I don't have the felony. My kids are used to a certain life. That was hard. My kid drives a car that is $80 to $130 a week in gas. I'm paying that. Juan's paying $3,000. Like, I went through like a lot. So leaving to Atlanta was perfect. We got back together. He kept texting me, like, oh, I love you. Oh my God, I'm so sorry that I f***ed this up. You're right. I shouldn't have ignored you. You were depressed. You were going through shit. Blah 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, after I was there, I flew down. Me and Jordan flew down on a Friday to watch Max's first baseball game and leave with him Saturday morning, moving. He gave us 2 weeks at work, at his job that he'd been there for 5 years. He gave us 2 weeks. That's what he met the She must have went at him as soon as he put in 2 weeks, because I guess everybody was talking about it. He's going to Atlanta, they were having a party, and she must have, I guess she asked for a tattoo on a Tuesday, and I don't know, one thing led to another, and when Friday, he was like, I'm not going. I said, what do you mean? We're not going, like, we're here. Me and Jordan, we don't live here. We live in Atlanta. Like, all our stuff is in Atlanta. Yeah, I'm going to have somebody take you. Long story short, we talked, he stayed the night, and he still left Saturday. When I saw that he took all his clothes, I'm like, yo, he's not coming back. He told me he's going to think about it and come back Friday. He's like, I'll be back Friday, let me sell this and let me buy a trailer so I can do, like, we're going to start our own business in Atlanta. He's like, let me buy a trailer so we can start the landscape and construction company, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay. He's like, let me sell the motorcycle so we can have more money. He's like, we spent everything, so I'm going to sell my motorcycle. And I was like, okay. He's like, back. A week later, he was like, can you send me my passport? I was like, yeah, passport. He's like, yeah, I just need it. And then my best friend was like, yo, I'm sending an apartment. I thought I was by himself. I was like, why aren't you staying with my mom while we figure things out? Like, it's free. Why would you pay an apartment? He's like, no, I'm just uncomfortable. Like, I get sick in the basement, blah, blah, blah. 2 weeks later, I find out there's a whole, he's living with a whole big. So the taser, I just don't know that this is not like with a chip. So you turn it on and then you think it'll actually do something to a jacket? It's not like a police one. It's $30.
Well,
I don't know. I know this will work. He can't see shit. I mean,
the best thing to do would be somebody taller than him, get him like at the back of his, like right here around his shirt.
You're smart. See, that's why I went to get you. The whole time I kept thinking, I'm like, because he wears a hoodie. I know he works, so he works in a cold environment, and then he works his, like, one of those professional jackets, those black, silky jackets, but it's like a thick, like a North Face material. So I'm like,
but they're not gonna feel that. Is he wearing an undershirt too?
Yeah,
that's tucked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're not getting to his skin.
That's
the best thing to do is get somebody that's taller than him to do it.
We do that where he's done.
Yeah,
Literally walk up to him, and then literally, this has to be, this is easy. No one's gonna get in trouble. We put him in the truck, we drive down the street, leave him here, I got it from there.
She shows her friend the taser, which was used unsuccessfully in the first kidnapping attempt.
Because I can't leave him here by himself. So so the mace I'm keeping in case he acts up, like, when I'm by myself at night.
Yeah.
That's the worry about it. So yeah. So this is for the feet. But think about it, even if he's here, laying up, but I'm gonna leave him for this food, whatever. He has this and his hand, he can still get up.
And walk.
And get to the door.
You don't know where to lock the doors from the outside?
Not unless we change this whole thing, and I don't think you mean that one. That one. If I buy a long rope, and I do from the cuffs, I'm only gonna do that while I'm not here.
Right. Yeah, you could do that and, like, just rope him to the bed. At that point, you wouldn't even have to. Well, what about if he has to pee during the day?
Oh, he's gonna have a gallon. He's gonna be younger. That's not my problem. If all goes well, I'll leave my dog and we're driving to Atlanta. Like, we're about to figure this out together. You're not leaving me with all these bills. I will drop you off at the Mexico border. Do not with me. I will drop you off in Mexico. Like, that's his other option. And I'll be wired up the whole time, like, don't fuck with me. Do not fuck with me.
It hasn't been mentioned yet that Juan is an illegal immigrant from Mexico, so her deranged plan includes threatening him with deportation if he doesn't help Denia with the bills. This shows a completely different face to the crying, defenseless woman we saw during the first interrogation.
Nah, it was too much. It was too much damage. Like it was too much. Like, you don't do that to anybody. I brought him from Mexico. When I first met him, he got in some trouble. He had his papers, he was legal, then he got in some trouble, and I went over there and got him. To me, I'm loyal. I'm loyal to you
right.
for the rest of your life, regardless. If we broke up. Hey, I don't want to be with you. But to leave me in that situation by myself, I needed surgery when I was in Atlanta. I had kidney stones, and then I couldn't do the surgery because I didn't have anybody to take care of me. My insurance wouldn't pay me to stay in the hospital the extra days because that wasn't a valid reason, like, to have care. I went through hell. I cried for 4 days in that hospital. He didn't even pick up the phone for me because she won't let him pick up the phone. He owes me.
No person believes that they are the villain of their story, including criminals. In Denia's eyes, what she is doing is completely justified because Juan left her in a terrible situation. Here is where one of the biggest mistakes she's made happens.
He's coming here. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Oh, I'm with you, 100%. We just have to figure out when.
I do have a camera that I can watch him. And Preferably, I don't want to leave him alone. I wanted to do it tonight. That way.
In a shocking twist, Denia shows the camera to her friend, making it point toward them. She is completely unaware that it is recording. While showing off the camera earlier, she pressed record inadvertently, catching herself confessing to everything. Detectives found the camera in her room when they came to arrest her, and they watched the same footage you are watching.
Yeah, he's not leaving that house by himself. Yeah, we need a guy. Like this over here. Even though nobody's coming to this damn Airbnb. This shit isn't even under my name. The guy was like a black guy.
I got a white boy that'll do it. I bet you anything. I bet you Michael would do it. Michael Giggs, too. He's like my dad's side.
Okay, yeah. I don't think it matters what color he is. We're gonna buy the thing. I need to go find those. I have to be masked. Yeah, I haven't found any yet. Just a hat. Just a little.
Yeah, just a mask that goes over your face.
They're $1.99. Walmart. I did buy gloves. I bought black gloves in case the truck, and I don't know where we're going to leave that truck. You know anywhere I can leave it? I'll leave it anywhere.
You can leave it in my apartment. What's it?
Oh, yeah. They won't go there and look for it.
There's no cameras outside, no way.
At your hotel?
There's none outside.
I didn't know that. Yeah, you can just drive it. I mean, they're going to think you got work, and you just park it there. Or I'll drive it, but then someone has to drive me back. Whatever. Either way.
Yeah, whatever.
But I don't want to stay here. That's stupid.
Yeah. Does she know where you live?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. But I'm not scared of her.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be scared of her.
But I don't...
Calling the police.
She can't. He's like, what they gonna take her to jail? It's like, first of all, he's not ratting me out. He's gonna be like,
Yeah, he's not gonna do that.
And second of all, if her dumb ass does call, like, he's just gonna go to Mexico, you dumb. She doesn't have an identity. He was deported, and I went and got him illegally. Cost me $7,000. I held that down no matter what. I saw him, and I was only with him 8 months at the time, and I was like, he doesn't have anybody. I'm not leaving him. Like, he didn't have anybody. He
still doesn't have anybody but you and your family.
That's it. That's why an old girl, like, does nothing. That's why, like, if I get old girl out the way, like, he's just, like if I send pictures and do whatever, and old girl turns her back, then he's stuck. He's gonna either have to go back to Mexico or be
She's young and dumb. She's not gonna turn her back. She's gonna want to go home.
Oh, he's stuck in my pussy.
Oh, yeah.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
No, because he's sending them. He's gonna send them from his phone. I don't know that she's gonna want him back. She can't be that stupid.
Denia leaves the room and comes back 3 hours later with the camera still recording.
He's definitely getting scooped up. That's just number one. Because that's gonna be a big issue right there. Like, because think about it, it's the end of the month. It's the end of the month. That if we do it on Monday, it's like the 24th or whatever. That rent's coming. She's not gonna have it. Now she got this car payment. That's why I gotta make sure I take the truck. I don't care if I burn that truck. If that truck is under her name, I will burn it. I don't care whose name is under. And I can just leave him again. My mom told her that. My mom told her that. And she admits that she told her that. She's like, what do you mean? You had just left? Because I called her out on it. And she was like, what do you expect me to say to him? You had just left him the month before. I told him facts. Fucking psycho. Like, your daughter was by herself in a whole other state, ready to kill herself, popping Xanax every day to be able to sleep and breathe. And you think it's okay to tell her boyfriend that. Like, who does that? Like, even if I was going to do that, like, that, it's not my mom's, I would never do that, first of all. But even if I was going to do it, like, it's not my mom's place to tell him that. Like, let his mom give him advice, or his family. How the fuck you going to give him that type of advice? You know I'm already out there by myself.
Right, you're my mother.
Exactly. I'm like, you're my mom. Like, you're supposed to want me to be taken care of. You're supposed to want... She's like, I didn't tell him not to go. He made that decision on his own. I'm sorry that you now want to find someone to blame for your own mistakes because you started talking to that guy.
For context, she is telling the story of how her own mother exposed Denia for talking to another man to her then boyfriend, Juan. This is the incident that led to Juan leaving Denia and eventually to this whole plot. Being she was the first one to cheat, this makes you wonder, what do you think? Also, subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far.
He's like, I'm not going to let him go here. I'm not letting him go to Ohio. That makes no sense. Like, I'm not going to do all this to let him go here. No, we're leaving. Like, we're driving. I'll drive until, like, I will drive. I will just keep driving. The only reason I'm not too confident in Atlanta is because I feel like I still need a dude nearby in case anything happens. I can call someone or do something, or if I have to move him, whatever. I'm by myself out there. That's the only hesitation I have, is that I don't know anybody in Atlanta. If he wants to get loose and kill me, then he can. She knows everything. And now he has to go because of it. Because there's no way in hell I'm going to trust this girl.
Right. But does it make you also wonder, like, can you ever trust him again?
No. I can't. I don't think I can ever be with him again, I don't think. The only reason I don't want to say never is because you're not supposed to ever say never. Like, I know that. I know better than that. But do I want to right now? Nope. I don't think it could ever work.
This footage shows just how unhinged and dissociated with reality Denia truly is at this point. She is debating whether she could still be in a relationship with Juan, the man she is planning to kidnap. And she's also cutting her nails on the bed. Sorry, but who does that?
The fact is that she knows it and he's responsible. We're like,
Yeah.
directly or indirectly, he's responsible.
He is responsible. He put me in this position. And now that's why that's happening to him. Because you put me in a position where I had no choice. You put me in a position where it was me or you. And then I have 2 kids. It's not about to be me. Like, this bitch fighting with cops and shit. Why doesn't she try to come fight me? That's what you're supposed to do. Like, why is she talking about my kids and the cops? Like, what? I've never heard of that. I don't know. That's not where I'm from. We just fight people. There is absolutely no reason why that woman is talking about my kids and taking their cars and stealing shit. Like, well, what the fuck? She went too far. You gotta admit it. She went way too far. There's no reason why. You know what I mean? Like, there was just no reason. Like, I had no reason to believe. And without this girl, he still wouldn't be like that. I firmly believe this is all her. He's just not like that. I mean, we've been through situations before. This is not the first time. And I've watched him go through situations with other people, you know, friends, family, whatever, like, whatever. Like, this is not how he acts. That's not him. I'm more of a retaliate type of person than he is. He's just like, karma. He's just so laid back. He doesn't give a fuck. He does the whole, kill him with silence, like, that hurts him more. And, I mean, I used to commend him for that. Like, I wish I could be like that. I can't. But he's just not like that. This is coming from this girl. It is. She's eating away at his head. Because she even texts me that all I want him is for his money. So I can tell that she's telling him that. Oh, you don't love him, you just want him for his money, that's all you're interested in. So she's eating away at his head. Because, not for nothing, but he has been paying every single bill since December. Everything. I had no job. The whole Atlanta thing, everything. So it's not hard for him to believe that, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I do need to show him that. Yeah. I do need to show him, like, you're crazy. Like, you know that's not the truth. You know I didn't deserve any of this that you did to me. And now we're about to see what we're going to do because now I can't trust you. Now you're out here being a snake. Like, you're a snitch. I can't have you. Yeah, you're telling my business. You're putting me in danger. Some girl is threatening me and my children and my job. And this is all because of you. Because you know what's funny is, I'm going to go ahead and do this, but for real, what was going to end up happening is, this is a snitch. She was going to be the first one to have his ass reported. The first fight they get into, she's calling the cops. Like, because of my son's car, because of my son's car being on the line, I'm not gonna, I would let karma play it out. I would let God take care of it, let it in God's hands. Like, I get all that. But my kid's car is in the middle. I don't even give a fuck about my car. Like, I would get mad, I'm not gonna lie, obviously. But I saved my whole life to buy my son that car. I'm not rich by any means. Like, and that's his car. I don't care if it's a $200 car, a $500 car. That is his motherfucking car. And he's not walking. And he didn't do anything to you. And you have no right to ever bring up anyone's kid. And she's gonna, I have to do something.
She has to be careful.
Yeah.
What you are hearing is the thought process a criminal goes through to justify their crimes. She has already decided to kidnap the couple. Now she is using any justification after the fact, like losing the car. None of these are good reasons to kidnap other human beings, but in her head, it all makes sense.
I can have a GPS installed into her truck for $200. And it'll tell me where she goes all the time, but that GPS isn't going to tell me if she's alone, if she's, you know what I mean, where she, like,
Right.
That's the only thing. But I can have a GPS, like I have a guy that can put a GPS in her car and it'll cost me $200. he can put it in there for 7 days.
Another fascinating thing about this is how she knows so many people willing to do something highly illegal. It must be down to those connections she made back in prison.
No, yeah, because if I pay for, I can have someone else go through the guy. Like, oh, put a, like a random perk. They don't even ask really for much. But for real, you can Venmo, Cash App, you can make up anything and send that payment, and they'll do it. You give them the name of the vehicle, a fake name, for the real girl, and even pay cash. And this guy will still do it. But either way, I'm just thinking like, okay, so let's say she's parked somewhere, then like what, just beat her ass? That's it. But it's public. She's gonna have to be grabbed up to really get her. Because in the middle of, yeah, because if it's out in the public, this GPS is in a tracker, but like she's going over. We can always do it right at the end of her shift.
Keep the Airbnb, snatch her and take her to the Airbnb that wasn't in your name. You know what I mean? Just something similar to that.
And then just be her. Damn, because you're right, I can't have anything to do with that one.
Right.
I may have dudes. You think dudes will do that, or dudes don't really fuck with girls like they won't do that to a girl?
Don't even know. I could only imagine if they would. They hit no matter what type or they hit. You know what I mean?
That's true. Like have her pistol whooped, or what could we have done to her? I just can't think of anything.
Throughout this disturbing recording of Denia plotting a kidnapping, one funny thing that can be pointed out is her absolute incompetence. She has no idea what to actually do, and that fortunately showed in the 2 botched kidnapping attempts.
Well, yeah, we can have someone, let's say I put a GPS on it, right? We can have someone pop up right when she pulls up for work, snatch her up, punch her, and just take the car. Or as soon as she gets home. Wait for her when she gets home, she can still have the keys in it and just drive off. Yeah, that's what we do. We leave her really far. But you're right, but we gotta okay, I think I got it. I'll do the GPS thing, but I'm gonna be somewhere, like you said, I have to leave the state. I'll have someone else do it. I'll pay someone else to do it. Put the GPS on it. As soon as she gets to her house, because it'll track it live, or at least it'll give us a pattern so we know exactly when she gets home. If she gets home alone, right there, bop her, drop her off, where can we leave her? What's far? Not Chillicothe, that's too.
No, I'll tell you, there's a country spot in the middle of nowhere. I didn't have cell phone service out there, but my best friend's brother owns property out there.
How many hours away? Because we gotta take her cell phone, take everything from her, and just leave her out there.
It's like an hour and 10 minutes away, but it's literally in the middle of nowhere, all the way out 70.
I think we gotta go further.
If she ain't got no cell phone, she's out in the middle in the woods.
Yeah, that's true. Damn, that's a good one. Oh my God.
And when I tell you these houses are so far apart, they're so far apart. You couldn't even get them or holler.
How do you think she'll even get back? Just walking?
She wants to figure it out. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? That's karma. I'm not waiting on karma. I'm creative.
That's perfect. That's exactly what we're doing. But we gotta slap her around. We gotta smack her around, pistol whip her, and then leave her out there.
Yeah, beat her ass. Do what you gotta do.
Well, I can't. It can't be. It has to be while I'm in Atlanta. Because that's coming straight to me. As a matter of fact, she already said she's putting a restraint. She probably already did. She told someone, I forgot, a friend of my mom's, I don't know, but it got back to me that she's putting a restraining order on me. So that's definitely what we're going to do. I love that plan. I just don't know how we're going to scoop her up. Oh, I wish I could be there, but I can't. What if I'm there masked, in a mask?
Yeah, you can't say that. You can beat her ass yourself with a fucking mask on. You know what I'm saying?
But it's she's still seeing. Okay, well, her ass will mace. So that way she can't see it. Because I'm thinking even just my size, she's going to fucking know.
In her evil plot, Denia is planning to mace Stephanie, which refers to spraying her with an incredibly irritating liquid typically used for self-defense.
That's the thing. It doesn't
doesn't matter. I'm the only, and the girl's not from here. She doesn't know anybody. She's from Puerto Rico. I'm the only person of it. It's like, even if I send someone, it's still gonna, which, like I said, that's why I was like, I'll do it when I live in Atlanta, or I'll live somewhere else. I'll go to a whole other state. Whatever, go to Boston, I'm good. I hate Ohio. I really do. I don't like it here. So I'll be out, and then I'll come back real quick for a weekend and do it. I'll leave my phone in Atlanta and everything. I'll leave it I'll leave it there in Atlanta, like leave it with the location on.
For $23, $50.
The only thing is they won't have calls coming out of it. Like my cell phone will have no calls. You know what I mean?
Nah, you just gonna have to, like, I don't know, somebody will have to be in Atlanta with you. You know what I'm saying? You have to know somebody to stay on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, to stay making calls and
Stay in contact, right.
yeah, that's right.
Just keep your location well and pick up the tower.
The things off the towers, that's what I hear. Because I know for a fact she's accusing me. I'm telling you that right now. And then I'm just gonna have a really good alibi, like, oh, I was punched in.
Ironically, she is making up an alibi while accidentally recording her confession.
I was in Orlando with my kids. I'll get a good alibi. I'll fucking make that shit up. Or I'll act like I was in Boston. I can leave my phone in Boston. I can send it over there, have my friend in Boston make calls, normal, and she'll be like, we were together the whole time. We'll have pictures and everything. It won't be time stamped or anything.
If it ever came to that point of, she obviously have an alibi, you know what I'm saying?
Because she's not going to know where I live anymore. She won't even be able to serve me. Like, I'll try to be like, oh, I just have to see how things go with this motherfucker. I have to scare him enough to be like, yo, if you ever try me again, like, the next time you're just going to die. This homegirl is over with her. Like, forget her. She's dead. That's another thing I can do. I can make it seem like y'all went and got her next. Like, well, they're on their way to grab her. She's dead. So forget about her. Now all you got is me and my family. That's it. So what's good? I think I'm traumatized. Like, I just act like a felon. I don't know. Like, I can't ever be arrested like that again. Yo, they went in there with cameras. It was the most embarrassing thing. There was detectives, cops. There was like, it filled the lobby. It was like they were picking up the biggest criminal over a check that was cashed in 2013. It was a 5-year-old. It was 5 years old. And they went to my job with cameras. Like, they were recording the craziest shit. And I just think ever since that, like, I'm like, I can't let that happen to me again. I just rather leave. Because that shit fucked up my whole life. Like, since then, I've been, look where I'm at. I'm at an Airbnb, homeless. One of my kids is with my sister, the other one is out, well, he's in college, but still, like, I'm just by myself at this Airbnb, an apartment in Atlanta. My life has been, like, complete hell since that shit happened. Because I just got depressed, it went downhill, I couldn't get a job, I had that charge, then it was dropped to a misdemeanor. Luckily, it's not a felony. Because I got an attorney, the attorney charged me $7,000. Just for that, like, it was just, I'm traumatized. Like, I don't ever want to deal with the court system, and like, I never want to deal with that shit again. I don't. They made me pay the whole thing back. I paid exactly that amount to all checks cash. I remember they made me buy a cashier's check, like a banker's check, whatever, for $3,800 or whatever. My attorney, Joe Landowski, who was supposed to be like the best and whatever, made me pay him $5,800 plus the bail plus court fees. That shit ended up costing me like $13,000, and it was from 2013. And luckily it dropped to a misdemeanor, but I still can't get a job anywhere because it says theft. Like, the charge is theft. Oh yeah, no one hires me now. Where I'm working now, I was able to bamboozle my way into it because this guy has a new company, like a staffing agency type company, but it's not really a staffing agency. It's some weird shit. Like, he's operating inside of Pier 1, but you're a direct employee of them. You're not a temp. But anyways, I was able to I just came from Atlanta and I want a subcontractor. So that way he couldn't run my background check. He couldn't do nothing because I was like, I'm not 100% sure, since this is really for the peak season, let's kind of get to know each other. If you like me and I like you, then I'll apply for a full-time employer with your company in January. But that's bullshit. I just want a few checks and I'm out. I mean, I know I'm not going to get hired. I'll still have theft on my record, and that's what I do is process checks. Ain't no one hiring a fucking thief to process their payroll. You know how many people I can add to that payroll and steal? Like, I can steal so much money. I can literally, like, just make up people that I decide are going to be in the system. I would never do that if I'm not trying to get in trouble, but I'm just saying that's why you would never put someone in HR that has theft on their record, especially a check. It's just not going to happen.
After police found this footage, Denia Aila was indicted and pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit kidnapping. Unfortunately for her, on July 1st, 2022, she was sentenced to 96 months or 8 years in prison. All 7 of her co-conspirators also pleaded guilty and were sentenced. This case is a fascinating glimpse into criminal psychology that shows us how a criminal plans and justifies their actions when they are not knowingly supervised. It's lucky that Denia accidentally recorded herself, because if she hadn't, the lives of Stephanie and Juan would have been in serious danger. Who knows how many victims will not have that same luck. If you enjoyed our production, check out this video next and subscribe to get every upload. Goodbye.